Yo, what's going on, gamers? We are here with a rebuilding series. It's only one episode, and I rebuild the team in one episode. So that's the series. A lot of people do them, but I had my own like twist last year. But this is the rebuilding of the Los Angeles Lakers, and right now we're trying to get rid of Luis Williams. And also, I started this series a little bit different. I went into the rosters. And I did the rosters as if the Chris Paul trade went through. So Chris Paul is on the Lakers. Paul Gasol's on the Rockets. I couldn't find Lamar Odom, so Lamar Odom isn't there. The Clippers have Evan Gordon at point guard, and I upgraded him to like an 81. So he's like as good as he was when he was on the Clippers. The Kevin Martin. Who else? You'll see the roster of the Pelicans. We'll play against them, but we got Patrick Beverley. Check it out: Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant, D'Angelo Russell. We got ourselves. Who else did we trade for? Oh yeah, we're getting rid of Ryan Kelly and Johnny O'Brien right now because I'm not fans of them. So we brought in Derek Williams and John Henson, and I like this trade for the Jakar Simpson and Hollis Thompson. I think his name is Hollis Thompson. So that's a good trade. I like this Babon Marjovan, which is like a really long name, but it was interesting. Tashawn Prince could have been a nice trade for Tashawn Prince and Andrew Miller, but Andre Miller, not Andrew, Andre. And we're gonna take this trade, and I don't really care for the pick because it's an old pick. So check out the roster: Chris Paul, Jordan Clarkson, Hollis Thomas, Patrick Beverley. We got Dutanis. I can't pronounce the long ass Lithuanian guy. This is the roster. I might trade Roy Hibbert. Not really a fan of Roy Hibbert. I feel like we can get someone good for him. Be interesting who we can bring in. Derek Favors, move him to the center position. I think we'll do that. Derek Favors, we only give up our second round pick. I think that's a good trade. Let's look at the other ones. Yeah, let's do this Derek Favors one. And he's on a cheap deal. I mean, that's not for his overall. That's actually a very good deal. Only 11 million. Roy Hibbert's making 4 million more for him, and he's 5 overall lower than him. 5 overall points, I guess you would say, lower than him. And we only give up a second round pick, and we get a second round pick back. So we're going to simulate through the season. Kobe Bryant, sprained foot, and Willie Cauley-Stein for Julius Randle. We get a first round pick with that of this year, and we just give up our second round pick for the 2018 draft. I think that's a very good trade. That's actually a very, very good trade. I think we're going to take this move. Derek Favors back to the power forward. Right now he's playing the center position. Move back to the power forward and have Cauley-Stein at the center position. I think that works out great, because in the long run it's going to be interesting. So we're going to step into this game. We're right now down by 7 at the start of the third quarter, and Kemba Walker went to the Pelicans. They traded Goran Dragic. They had Goran Dragic because that was part of the trade when they traded for him, was the original trade. So Goran Dragic was traded to the Hornets for Kemba Walker. Interesting. Over here, Chris Paul just turning on the Jets, and Willie Cauley-Stein, not the best offensive player, but I really like Chris Paul. Chris Paul is like phenomenal. And going against Kemba Walker, we get past him, pass it out to Russell, pass it out to Favors, who can't shoot. But Kobe, look at this Kobe move, just gets past Kevin Martin, playing the small forward positions. Kevin Martin. Now we're down by 5 at the start of the fourth quarter, so it's going to be interesting. And we're going to pass it to Patrick Beverley, who's been phenomenal defensively. And look at that over there. Henson hits the mid-range. Nice job. I have the shot feedback on there, so I can practice on it. Jordan Clarkson, we kept him, but he's not really starting because we have Chris Paul, so there's no point for him to start. Over there, Luis Scola, the Argentine basketball player, is on the Pelicans like he was. I moved him from the 77 overall to an 81 because that was his overall in like 2011. And I think this is actually they're actually pretty good. I think it was interesting. I think it was interesting. The Pelicans played pretty well. We get the ball back, and from downtown, Jordan Clarkson wide open. Slightly late the shot, but it was quality. It was great. Anyway, Patrick Beverley playing defensively well and just steals it. And who's that? Let's get this. Oh, not an alley-oop. And he misses the slam, Derek Williams, but Patrick Beverley gets a perfect release on the mid-range. And what's the score now? We're going into a timeout, but what's the score? I'm trying to think. Is it all tied up? It's not tied up. I think we're down by 3. I don't know. We're winning actually by 2 with 2 minutes left. Let's fix up this roster. Put D'Angelo Russell in the game. Who else? Okay, we're now with 1:52 left in the game. We're up by 2 with the fade. Anthony Davis gets the fade. That's why he's the best power forward in the game. Excellent fade by him. You see him stoked for tying up the game. I'm not gonna lie, Anthony Davis is a pretty darn good player. As you see, Martin's there. Just a really good squad right now. I was thinking about moving Davis to the center position so Scola could start, but I don't think they would do that because they have I don't know who their starting center is. And Jakar Sampson just passes it out to Chris Paul, who gets an excellent release from downtown, and now it's a 3-point lead. Chris Paul just jumping up again with John Henson. Chris Paul was just killing. I think we're just really good now because of Chris Paul. But I feel like that trade should have gone down. I feel the trade that the Clippers chose, not the Clippers, the Pelicans chose, or the Hornets back then chose, was terrible. Honestly, a terrible trade. And they would have done well if they look, they made the playoffs this year as like the third seed. So that they made the playoffs well. I think they made the third seed. I don't know what seed they made, but they made the playoffs well. And now we have a 6-point lead. We're on a 13-2 run in the last 1 minute and 30 seconds, which is impressive. And they also got Kemba Walker. Like, they got rid of Dragic and got Kemba Walker, which was a smart trade by the CPU. Not gonna lie, like I'm just saying the CPU made a smart trade on their behalf. So that was an impressive thing. Bryant gets the ball now. Kobe just went off, 10 points. Patrick Beverley, we got this lead because of Patrick Beverley. His defensive play was amazing. Just defensively, he shut down Kemba Walker. Great. And look at this attack to the basket by Patrick Beverley. Look, showing off the speed. And I wanted to wear our Pride uniform. Actually, I think this is an alternate, but the Pelicans have the Pride uniform because I thought those were pretty cool. And I thought if they're going to wear t-shirts, I'm going to wear the t-shirt jersey too. And Anthony Davis just misses it. Kobe gets the rebound, passes it to Beverly, but Scola gives us a personal foul. And we're going to pass it to, not Chris Paul. Here, Patrick Beverley just turns on the jet, passes it to Favors, who just slams it down to make this a 6-point lead. Actually, no, an 8-point lead with 40 seconds left in the game. With an 8-point lead, 33-31. Anthony Davis puts it up and misses it. And Patrick Beverley passes it to Chris Paul, who shoots it to give us a 11-point lead with 25 seconds left in the game. Patrick Beverley gets that nice assist, has 5 right now, and he's a gold badge perimeter lockdown defender. We're winning by 11 right now, so this game looks like it's all, not really all but over, but it looks over. I think Tyreek Evans, this team's really good, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the Pelicans was a tough, I skipped the first half because it was boring. The first half was really boring. We were getting blown out, but we came back with just good ball movement and stuff. And we're going to win this one. Chris Paul, I'm trying to see if he can take the final shot, but I didn't get off in time. We make the playoffs. Nobody on our team made any like awards and anything, but we beat the, who did we play the first round? We beat OKC, and we beat the San Antonio Spurs. Now we're going against the Clippers. Let's check out the Clippers roster. And looks like DeAndre Jordan's hurt, Blake Griffin's hurt, and we beat them. And right now, if you check out the Cavs roster, from what I saw, is the only healthy player of the big three is LeBron James. So I think we could win this, and we lose 4-0. We lost. We got swept. So this is the end of the rebuild. I think this was a successful rebuild. I know most rebuilds end when we win a championship, but we made it to the finals, so that means we're championship contenders. So I think that's a successful rebuild, and I think we only lost because LeBron just, look at that, 40 minutes per game, almost 30 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists per game, almost 2 steals, almost 2 blocks, and about 4 turnovers. That's just him being a beast. And Kobe retires, and I feel like we'll make the championship again next year, so there's no point of continuing the rebuild. So tell me down below in the comment section who you want me to do for the next rebuild, which will be uploaded tomorrow. So tell me down below. I'll make the video today who should be the next rebuild team. As always, guys, subscribe if you're new, leave a like down below, it would mean a lot. As always, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, because I know I will. Till next time, guys, peace out.